For decades, North American talent migration was a one-way street, Canadians heading south, drawn by the scale and prestige of the U.S. economy. The U.S. was the ultimate destination for the world's best and brightest, fueling a well-known Canadian brain drain. But today, on December 20th, 2025, the current is quietly reversing. Canada is now experiencing a brain gain, as more highly educated Americans choose to build their futures north of the border. This isn't a sudden flood, but a steady, significant shift. Doctors, engineers, scientists, entrepreneurs, and academics, once the backbone of American innovation, are now seeking opportunity, stability, and quality of life in Canada. The story is told in immigration statistics, faculty lounges, and the tech hubs of Toronto and Vancouver, where American accents are increasingly common. Canada's stability, accessible healthcare, and welcoming immigration policies are drawing in skilled professionals frustrated by U.S. challenges. For Canada, it's a chance to boost its knowledge economy. For the U.S., it's a warning sign. Even modest losses of top-tier talent can have outsized impacts on innovation and economic growth. This video will explore the data, sectors, and consequences of this quiet but profound reversal in North American talent flow. The numbers confirm the trend. More Americans with advanced degrees are moving to Canada than ever before. Between 2020 and 2024, the number of U.S. citizens with master's or doctoral degrees relocating to Canada jumped by over 65%. The U.S. Census Bureau and LinkedIn data show a clear uptick, especially from tech and academic hubs like California, Massachusetts, and New York. In AI research, Toronto has seen a 25% increase in talent from the San Francisco Bay Area since 2022. For every 2 Canadian tech workers moving south, 1 American now heads north, a dramatic narrowing from a decade ago. Venture capital is flowing faster into Canada, fueled by American entrepreneurs founding startups and bringing their networks with them. Canada's express entry immigration system has seen a surge in U.S. applicants, with Americans now among the top 5 nationalities, receiving invitations for permanent residency. These are not just temporary moves. Americans are seeking to put down roots. The influx is transforming Canada's innovation ecosystem and shifting the balance of intellectual capital in North America. The data is clear. The American exodus is real, and it's reshaping both countries' futures. The implications for where innovation and economic growth will happen next are profound. Canada is no longer just a backup plan. It's a destination of choice for top U.S. talent. Academia is often the first to feel shifts in talent, and Canadian universities are capitalizing. Institutions like Toronto, UBC, and McGill are attracting more U.S.-based professors and researchers, especially in STEM. Targeted recruitment, generous research funding, and lower tuition make Canada appealing for both established academics and graduate students. American-born scientists now lead major Canadian labs in fields like quantum computing and AI, fueling a virtuous cycle of research, funding, and partnerships. U.S. universities, meanwhile, are struggling to retain mid-career faculty lured by Canada's stability and work-life balance. The loss of these educators weakens America's academic pipeline and erodes its long-held preeminence. Canada's academic brain gain is accelerating its rise as a global research powerhouse. Nowhere is the talent shift more dramatic than in tech. Silicon Valley North, Toronto, Vancouver, and Waterloo has become a magnet for American engineers and innovators. Major U.S. tech firms have expanded Canadian operations, offering high-paying jobs and cutting-edge projects outside the Bay Area. Lower housing costs and a better quality of life make Canada especially attractive for tech professionals seeking stability. Canada's streamlined immigration policies, like the Global Skills Strategy, allow companies to hire top talent in weeks, not months. For many, it's easier to build a global team in Toronto or Vancouver than in Seattle or San Francisco. American entrepreneurs are also launching startups in Canada, drawn by access to talent and fewer immigration hurdles. The result, Canada is now a premier destination for tech careers, not just a stepping stone. The tech brain drain is real, and it's accelerating Canada's rise as a global innovation hub. The American talent migration isn't just about tech, it's transforming healthcare, finance, entrepreneurship, and the creative industries. US-trained doctors and nurses are drawn to Canada's single-payer system, which lets them focus on patient care, not paperwork. Toronto's stable, well-regulated financial sector is attracting analysts and fintech innovators from New York and Chicago. American founders are launching startups in Canada, lured by generous R&D tax credits and a supportive ecosystem. Even film, TV, and digital artists are relocating to creative hubs like Vancouver and Montreal, seeking affordability and a collaborative culture. This broad-based influx is enriching Canada's economy and cultural landscape. The appeal of Canada now spans every major sector. American talent is clustering in Canada's urban powerhouses. Toronto leads as a global city for finance, tech, and AI, offering a dense ecosystem of opportunity. Vancouver rivals Seattle and San Francisco, blending a booming tech sector with a high quality of life and direct corporate pathways for US professionals. Montreal's AI and gaming scene, combined with its affordability and European flair, attracts a unique mix of American experts. Smaller cities like Waterloo, Calgary, and Edmonton are also drawing talent thanks to specialized industries and strong universities. The migration is reshaping not just the big cities, but the entire Canadian innovation landscape. Canada's talent hubs are now among the most dynamic in North America. The draw is clear opportunity, lifestyle, and a sense of belonging. Why are skilled Americans choosing Canada? The answer lies in structural advantages. Universal healthcare removes the financial stress tied to employment and pre-existing conditions. Lower education costs and generous parental leave make it easier to build a future and raise a family. Canada's political stability and lower rates of gun violence offer a safer, less polarized environment. The transparent, points-based immigration system provides a clear path to permanent residency and citizenship. For Americans, the process is even more streamlined. Canada's open-door policy for talent is a cornerstone of its economic strategy. These factors combine to make Canada a compelling, long-term choice for skilled professionals. The loss of highly educated citizens has deep consequences for US innovation and competitiveness. Every scientist, engineer, or entrepreneur who leaves takes with them future companies, jobs, and intellectual capital. The impact is magnified in high-growth sectors like AI and biotech, where talent clusters drive breakthroughs. As these clusters erode, America risks losing its edge in global innovation. Startups founded in Toronto instead of Texas mean jobs, investment, and tax revenue shift north. Over time, thousands of such moves can slow US job growth and weaken its entrepreneurial landscape. America's soft power, its ability to attract and inspire, also suffers as the narrative of the American dream shifts. If the US is no longer seen as the best place to innovate and succeed, it risks a cycle of decline. The talent exodus is a warning. The US can't take its leadership for granted. The future of American innovation depends on reversing this trend. The migration of talent from the US to Canada marks a turning point for both countries. For Canada, it's a chance to accelerate its rise as a knowledge economy and global leader. The challenge is to manage growth sustainably, ensuring infrastructure and services keep pace. For the US, it's a call to address deep-rooted issues: healthcare, education, polarization, and immigration. The competition is now for domestic talent, not just global. A more innovative Canada benefits the continent, but the current trend points to a rebalancing of power. The flow of talent is a leading indicator of future prosperity. The choices made now will determine if this is a temporary shift or a lasting transformation. North America's future depends on how both nations respond to this new reality.